First of all, congratulations to the role.
Thank you.
So, are you happy with the outcome?
Oh, very much so. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just saw it recently, and I think it's brilliantly put together. Yeah.
Yeah. So you bring the humor into the movie actually a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think there's most of the characters in the film that bring some humor. That was one of the things that really appealed to me about the script, and then also the actors that are bringing it to life. You know, there's a lot of humor. I think with Jai and Amelia, especially, and Arnold. You know, I mean, there are. I don't want to give anything away, but you know, there are very funny moments with Arnold that some of which call back, you know, the earlier movies, and some of which are new.
Absolutely, I can agree. Are you a lover of the old ones? Did you like the old ones?
I did the first two films. I was a fan of, and I was a little concerned, you know, when my agent first called and said they're interested. They want you to do this new Terminator. I said, well, let me see the script, you know, and but I was very impressed with what Lita and Patrick had put on paper, and the way David and Dana and Alan Taylor, you know, put the whole thing together. It's a great cast, and when we sat down, you know, around the table in New Orleans to read through the script with all of the main cast, it was one of those table reads, which sometimes, you know, they're not great, but that was a table read where I left there thinking, wow, this is going to be really great. And that's even without all the action, obviously, which is a big aspect of the movie as well.
Yeah, it is. And the story is not finished yet. So are you set for the next movie?
I'm signed up, so you know, the ball is always out of our court as actors, but from what I'm told, there will be more O'Brien. Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that. Good. Fine. What was the most fun and what was the most challenging?
Well, really, the most fun was just playing the scenes with. I hardly worked with Jason at all in the movie. I worked with Jai and Amelia, and with Arnold, and you know, as is always the case, just getting stuff on its feet and playing the scenes and being in the moment with good actors. That's always the most fun. At the same time, it was. Being with Arnold especially was intimidating at first, you know, until I just learned to relax and, you know,
Yeah.
just treat Arnold as a human being.
Yes. No, I'm glad to see how that cast work. When I saw the list before I saw the movie, it's hard to imagine how they put all this together. So, but it works.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear you say that. I had the same reservations too, but I think it does. Well, yeah, it's good actors.
Okay. You don't have that much action scenes, but it looks like it's hard work doing such a movie. Is that the right impression?
Well, yeah. I mean, not so much for me in this case, you know, but yeah, for the rest of the cast, you know, yeah. Not only is it, I mean, physically very demanding, and you know, Jai and Amelia, I know were, you know, and Arnold obviously always, you know, working, exercising, working out very hard. Jai and Amelia introduced me to their trainer, Aaron Williamson. We were shooting in New Orleans. He's a you know, bodybuilder and trainer and actor in New Orleans. And so you know, I worked out with him too. not the detective or Inspector O'Brien, you know, needs to display his great physical prowess, but just to sort of stay in shape. But yeah, I mean, I just had a little running around to do in the movie. The rest of the cast had a lot of very physical stuff, and yeah, you know, long hard days, but it all pays off.
And you never know what happens in the future.
That's right.
Mean,
O'Brien could be, you know,
yeah.
hanging off of the Golden Gate Bridge. You never know.
Absolutely. If you do time traveling stuff,
Exactly.
in
Or
a
it could be
movie,
in the Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
We
Or
don't know.
maybe you're the next Terminator. Maybe.
Let me write that down. That's it.
Yeah.